Hello everyone, this is for the people who are interested in Turkey or live in Turkey who want to know more about Turkey. So instead of writing things down, I decided to explain to you what is happening in my beautiful country. Yes, I am Turkish. I was born in Istanbul and I love this country, and there's a lot people do not know about this country. The government which is ruling the country at the moment is not representing the whole nation and what they think. I will not, because there is so much to talk about, I will not go into every detail now because it's going to take ages and hours, so I cannot do that. Instead of that, I will grab some Turkish newspapers, everything. For example, this is called Sözcü. It has got main title here. It says Yurtta sorun, Cihanda sorun. Actually, now I need to tell you what this is. Yurtta sorun, Cihanda sorun, when translated one by one, means problem in the world, problem in the country. Actually, the founder of the country, Mustafa Kemal Atatürk, has a very famous saying. It was like, his words were like peace in the world, peace at home. It was mainly summarizing the Turkish foreign policy. Turkey, as well as taking the constitutional law from Switzerland, the main plan was also to act like Switzerland and try to avoid any kind of war. So Turkey is never getting involved into any kind of disputes and problems for a long time, until the AKP at the moment ruling government came into force. This government is doing the opposite whatever the founder of this country said. So instead of creating peace at home and creating peace or being a messenger of peace in the world, because Turkey used to, when there was a problem in the neighbors, when they were arguing or fighting, Turkey would always say, hey, let me talk to you both and let me be the guy in the middle, let me be the mediator. This was what Turkey was supposed to do. But now, with this government, we are actually creating not the peace, but the problem. And all the world knows that this government is creating the problem. So that's why today's headline, which is Yurtta sorun, Cihanda sorun, is telling us about how this government is. Well, it says they told us that we would have zero problem with the neighbors, and they called it the strategic deepness, and they have already masked everything about the country with the outside foreign policies. With all the countries that we have been friends for such a long time, now we are not really very good. If we look at this, there's a picture here of the founder of this, of the ruler of this party. You see, he was a friend with Assad, and he was shaking Assad's hands, and he called me my friend, my brother, blah blah. Now when you look at that, it says they were really good friends. Now Erdogan is doing everything to get rid of Assad. Putin and Erdogan is in the next picture. They have had really, until the very recent days, they were always talking and good together. Also, there is no good relations with the new Iraqi government. The Iran doesn't like Turkey anymore, it says in the paper here. Egypt, we have already lost any connection with Sisi and the new government because of Erdogan's attitude. And Israel, in 2009, Erdogan was sitting next to Perez, and he said stupid things, and of course, well, this looks like we don't have any relations with Israel, but we do have relations with Israel. You cannot have no relations with Israel, it's not possible. And then we go into the other headlines. Here in the bottom corner, there, you can see a worker, and so many police force around him. Like, he's not a killer. This guy and some others were only protesting for their salaries being paid late. So they were protesting it, and they were arrested for protesting it. This is an introduction today. I'm going to do it very short today because this is just the beginning. Now, this is one of the papers which is an opposition to the government. That's why I am reading news from this one, obviously, because we are opposition to the government too. But the main paper, which needs to be paid attention to, is called Cumhuriyet. It means republic. And actually the main problem these days is that the chief editor of this is in prison with another guy from the same paper. These two guys are in prison. And of course this is made all the world against us, because Can Dündar, who was the chief editor of this newspaper, is arrested. And you can see the Association of Free News Reporters and the Association in the United States of the Free Reporters. They're all protesting that we have actually a reporter in the prison. And what for? For just showing some facts, and they're being called terrorists. Come on. This newspaper needs support in this country. It's been there since the 1923, since the beginning of the Republic. It's called Republic, and we Republicans must give a support to this newspaper, or else it's going to fade away. The idea of the Republic and the presence of the Republic is under threat in this country. We should be all together and help it stand up. I will carry on reading important news for you from these papers in the next few days, so that I can help the non-Turkish people living in this country, or interested people living outside this country, to understand this country better. Have a nice day. Peace be with you.